everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Shadows Over Loathing once again. In the last episode, we tried to get past some plants, but there was too much pollen, so we went and found ourselves a pubba helmet to get through the pollen with. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard covered with complex physics equations. Well, I ain't memorizing those. Math is for nerds, of which I am not. Anyway, now that we got this helmet on, ain't gonna be nothing to stop us from getting through these plants here. These vicious plants are standing between you and the professor's office. Well, I'm a-fighting them. And, okay, you're starting off by spitting stuff at Molly. That's gross. It's gonna spit more stuff at Molly, and that's gonna poison my whole party. Yeah, and you're just gonna hit me for a little bit, but the poison guy, he needs a stopping. And what better way to stop him than by sticking a ball in his mouth? There you go. And a nice little cello for you. No more of you. I could have just killed that thing with a single cello whack, but I simply was not thinking. There we go. And y'all really need to quit shooting things at Molly. She ain't the kind of person that you go shooting things at. Anyway, you can have the ball, and the other guy's gonna get the cello, cause that's all it takes to put him down. I got so much muscle going on here. You converted those nasty plants into harmless green stains, and I got some murky green juice. Is that a thing I can drink? Maximum health goes up by 9. Anyway, more plants. Good grief, who would have thought the botany department would have so many plants? Yeah, ooh, those things do some damage. Now you're gonna hit me, you're gonna heal the most wounded ally, which ain't gonna do you much good. Spray the area with spores, increasing all of their stats by 4. You're also gonna do that. So yeah, you're gonna poison us. So, you there, spore boy, suck on the ball. And you there, poison boy, you're getting celloed. Crack. There you go, no poison. But the seeds coming out of you are gonna be a problem. And you are going to only hit him for 3, damn. If only you could hit him for 1 more by kneecapping him, we'd be able to stop him from buffing them. They'd still get buffs though. Anyway, I just hope you shoot the one that I want you to shoot a lot, which you didn't do. Balls. They're getting double buffs. That's a problem. I also ain't got no gurglue to keep me alive. Now, if you... He's gonna hit Molly for 21. Yeesh. They're all going after Molly, except for you. You're going after me. And I can still hit you for 11, which is good. So, here's a ball for that one. And a cello for you. There we go. Now, there goes Molly, but you're not going to be able to do anything because y'all were also targeting Molly. He's going to poison, gonna smack me, also gonna smack me. Except, no, you're fucking not, because there's a ball in your mouth! You have taken a balls. And that's gonna knock your armor down, but that's not gonna help me in any way. Reduce your stuff by 3. So yeah, you'd hit me for a little less. And the poison, so you'll bleed for 5. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna hit you with the disposable ratchet so that you can't go hitting me quite as hard. Yeah, you get cranked on. You're gonna hit me for 12, and you're gonna try and poison me, except you're not because there's a cello in your brain. We got this fight. It could have gone worse, but it didn't because I am so fucking smart. There's a ball for ya. I really wanted you to feel the pain of that. And victory is mine. You've turned 5 plants into 0 plants, you always did have a green thumb. And a weird-looking fruit. That's a big plant. So what's the fruit do? Muscle and moxie by 1. Well then, fungus lab. Maybe there's something in here. It's fucking dark. Hey, Buck over here. You were just talking to me. It's the unsinkable Molly button. She shoots you a wink. Hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No? Oh, come on. I got a swell idea for improving my kneecapping technique and I want to test it out. Well, can you wait until we get into a fight with someone and try it out on them? Phooey, I hate waiting for stuff. Now you do extra damage with your kneecapping. Alright then, lots of mushrooms growing on a substrate you'd prefer not to consider. Notice, absolutely no light in this lab. If you can read this, there's too much light. Okay then. Damn, ain't got no mysticality for that. You just want me to be all mystic, don't you? So much fungus, so little light. Yeah, fungus don't really like light, do they? This appears to be every kind of mushroom all at once. Not sure how you managed to do that. But it's a lab. Labs are for science and stuff. How are you standing in all this pollen without a helmet, lady? Anyway, giant plant. The mother of all plants. Well, not all plants, but all the ones in here, presumably. Let's take her down. Don T thought you could use some assistance. Well, thank you, friendly mobster. Leslie Calamity Allen. Well, good for you. Anyway, so, yeah, that is a lot of health on that plant. Boss plant intends to dig up some assistance. I can't allow that. So why don't you start bleeding? Assuming you have blood that comes out of you. Do plants even have blood? I don't know, but it's got a ball in its face and a cello in its brain. There you go, son. And that's some assistance that you dug up. Anyway, open fire, Molly! There you go. Now, okay, poisoned. They went and poisoned all of us. There you go, shotgun. Oh no, Gurglu, I really wanted you to stay! Well, fine. 5 damage to me and all of my enemies. I can take that chance. There we go. You ain't got no assistance left. And also, you're dead. You put an end to the giant plant's reign of terror, also its reign of pollen, pulsating seed pod, and a whip-like vine. I'm betting that vine is a moxie weapon. Yep, moxie. A length of thick, thorny vine. Too bad I ain't a moxie sort of guy. And I don't need this helmet on no more, so where's my fedora? I really like that fedora. God damn, it is really far down in here. I got it pretty early in the game, didn't I? I might have gone past it. Oh, right there. Muscle and health. That's the whole reason I wear it, for that muscle. I also got the health from the hat lining I stuck in it. Now, Professor, where you at? A steamy glass case filled with ferns. A little glass case full of various hollies and ivies. Nice. Ooh, what's in the sample storage? Since all samples are free samples as far as you know or care, you help yourself to some thick bark and murky green juice. Book-shaped plants. You got the breeze and the bristlecones. What's that for me? Second wind. Restores half my health. Don't mind if I do. Read about the botanist's high-altitude exploits and the advanced breathing techniques she had to develop in order to survive up there. There are a bunch of lung-strengthening exercises in the back of the book, but it's a long routine and it'd be a lot of work to actually go through it. If you do, Second Wind will restore an additional 25% of your health. And I do have the experience for that, but I also wanted a different upgrade that comes from having my triceps ripped, and I do happen to have the XP for that. So yeah, I'm gonna rip the shit out of my triceps. And now I have 41 XP. Gonna need more if I'm gonna be breathing even better, but that can definitely wait. Pointy plants. This chalkboard is covered with complex diagrams of plants. Of course it is. Judging by the layer of dust on this desk, Professor Kalos hasn't been in here for quite some time. His chair looked like it's on its break too. How does a chair even take a break? Where the fuck is this Professor Kalos hiding? So he ain't in there. After a moment, the TA student returns from where he was inside his head and blinks at you. Yeah, Professor isn't in his office. Oh right, the semester's over, huh? I guess he'd be at his holiday home at Crystal Dream Lake then. Thanks for remembering that after I fought all those plants. Sure thing, no problem. Where's his stupid holiday home then? Near the lake. I need you to be more specific. Look, I've been to Crystal Dream Lake. I need you to be more specific. Well, it's sort of, there's a road and then it's like, just mark it on this postcard. Nice, okay. Well, let's go find that professor. We'll take care of him. And then we'll see about going and fucking doing those other 2 classes I gotta do. I forget what the other 2 classes were, but I'm pretty sure I chose all of the ones that involve combat. I seem to be good at combat. 3 figures approach you, their faces obscured by the shadows of trees. Wow, wow, oh! Excuse me, who are you? As they step into the light, you see that they have human bodies, but their heads are hideous, misshapen fungal growths. They glare at you with beady black eyes. Wow, oh, wow! Holy crap on toast! I'm gonna fight 'em! Nobody jumps at me with a mushroom head. Hey, Garplot, who are we fighting? I don't know. Who are you? Oh, you're a hobo. Hobos are nice. Anyway, we're gonna murder some mushroom men. And, oh, it's Hobo Man's turn. Well, smack him with that wood. There you go. Nice, solid wood whack. And 7 damage comes from this. And I get 11. Actually, more now that I got my muscle hat on. 16. Fuck yeah. This cello is overpowered as fuck. What are you preparing? Some kind of wacky-ass dance, that's what. And he's gonna unleash a burst of spores to hit everybody. Not if you get shot full of holes first! There you go. You won. Hopefully those guys weren't a diplomatic envoy or anything like that. And I got a mushroom steak. And there's my antivirus jumping in front of the game again. That's getting to annoy me to no end. I'll have to figure out what that is. Muscle and health? Well, yes, I will replace my bloodle. There we go. You slice the steak into bite-sized pieces, then dip each one into some wild horseradish before eating it. Fungus humongous, oh yeah. Professor's holiday home looks like it could use a holiday of its own, to be honest. Keep out. The sign is being very curt with you. Anyway, can I... Yep, the door won't budge, figured. And... yeah, those sunflowers up top are watching me. As I walk by, they shift to look in my direction. Anyway, get this sign out of my way. Aha! A big hole! Now where are you at, Professor Kalos? I know you're in here. Somewheres. Perhaps in here, as it turns out, it's just the front room of the house was full of dirt. Well, is he in here? This is some weird-ass holiday home. There is almost certainly nothing good in this fridge. Yeah, but check it anyway. Oof, it's even wilder in here than expected. Half of the vegetables have rotted and turned into muck and mold, and the other half appear to be mutated experimental plants that have rapidly acclimated themselves to the environment and are using the rot as fertilizer. It's like a small, foul-smelling alien jungle in this fridge. Let's make a salad out of it! What? I said make a salad! Maybe I wasn't clear. We're talking about a selection of plants that is half rotted glop and half pulsating veins. This isn't the salad bar down at the Outback Sizzler. If you make me do this, there's no backing out halfway. You're gonna have to read the whole thing. I said make that salad. Alright, well I guess there's no point in fighting you on it. I know how this goes. You poke around the ruins of the kitchen until you find an intact salad bowl and wipe it off with your sleeve. Let's see, a salad would typically start with a bed of lettuce. The nearest equivalent you see here would either be some glistening green-brown sludge that is just barely holding together into leaf-like sheets, or some broad, shiny green leaves dotted with blood-red splotches. The weird splotchy leaves, I like the sound of that. You pick a handful of the leaves and arrange them in the bottom of your bowl. It seems like the red spots are migrating towards where your hand touched the leaves, so you try not to do that too much, or let the spots actually touch your skin. What next? Maybe some sliced cucumber? You do see something in here that looks like maybe it used to be a cucumber, but it's mostly dissolved and leaked away, leaving behind a long blob of empty and blackened cucumber skin, like a deflated slime-leaking party balloon. Alternately, you could take a vegetable that's sort of long and round like a cucumber, but it's yellow like squash with rippling and bulging bright green veins. The weird vegetable. I'm not so sure I like the deflated cucumber. You take the weird squash-like thing and find a rusty kitchen knife to slice it with. Neon green juice spritzes out with surprising force as you do, narrowly missing your eyes and tingling fiercely where it gets on your skin. The inner flesh of the vegetable is black with an oily purple sheen, and it smells like a brand new car tire that a cat peed on. You arrange the slices neatly in your bowl. The next thing you find while rooting around the fridge is a surprisingly intact looking onion. Next to it, a thing of similar shape and size, but more of a puce color and twitching slightly. Other thing! As soon as your knife pierces the skin of the puce-colored vegetable, it bursts open and thousands of tiny pink mites pour out of it, scampering everywhere on long spider-like legs. They vanish quickly, finding various crevices throughout the kitchen to hide in. Hopefully, none of those crevices belong to you. You calmly slice what's left of the vegetable and add it to your salad. The perfect thing to top off a salad, in my opinion, is some nice fresh cherry tomatoes. You do find a small bowl of round things that might be grayish-green cherry tomatoes, or rotting grapes, or old pickled quail eggs, or maybe just green olives. Ugh, I hate green olives. Yeah, me too, buddy. There's also a plant that has sprouted some berries of similar size and shape, except they're white. Well, not exactly white, sort of off-white, except the off part isn't quite the same color you'd get in normal off-white. The berries. They sound more interesting. It turns out that the berries are firmly attached to the stem, and as you pull them, the skins slide off the berry cores with thin slurping sounds, leaving behind wet, round nodules like peeled grapes, each with a large, circular black spot in the end. These spots weeping milky white fluid as the nodules deflate. You arrange the skins on your salad in an aesthetically pleasing pattern. Now, you just need some kind of dressing to top this all off. Luckily, there's 2 bottles in the fridge, one filled with something gray and labeled blue cheese dressing, and one filled with a bright pink liquid and handwritten label that says number 3 with a skull and crossbones. Pirate dressing! We're gonna be avasting the 7 seas with that stuff. You open the bottle and pour a generous helping of hot pink number 3 on your salad. It's thin and oily, maybe a sort of raspberry vinaigrette. Maybe you should pretend that. It smells like chemicals, which I admit is vague, but I can't think of any other way to describe it. The smell you thought of when I said it smells like chemicals, that's what it smells like. Well, I guess congratulations are in order. You've successfully created something that technically could be called a salad. Bon appetit! Yay! What does it do? Muscle and mysticality. You wish you didn't know what was in this bowl. I agree. And stench armor. What kind of stench armor am I working with as we speak? I have no stench armor as things currently stand. I know I got something that'll up my stench armor, but not enough. Ooh, I can open this. This thing is about to burst. It would be the work of a moment to open it. See what's inside. You pop open the pod and collect everything that oozes out of it with some impenetrable shellac, but I'm not a cryptobotanist, so can't get any more out of it. Fine by me. Physical armor? Nah, I don't need that. And that's not an armor upper. Maximum health, I can live without that. If only I could find me a fucking... Hey, boxing solution. Yeah, I did buy some of that. I remember that now. No tongue. You're not sure what this is, but you're sure what it isn't. Anyway, I don't think I got enough to fucking up my damn stench armor enough. It's a dog dish with the name Barker stenciled on the side. Well, it's mine now. You never know when a gross dish will come in handy. That's right, Barker's water dish, or cur, as it says. This leads to the dirt room. There's no space in there for you. So it's just filled to the top with dirt. Unfortunate. Anyway, we'll get back to looking for Professor Kalos in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.